Welcome back to part 2 of our Tour de France with Eolo-Kometa. Let's take a look at today's stages. We will be covering every stage from 8 until 15, starting off with this one, 3 mountains, but they won't be too influential on the outcome of the stage, I would expect, because I dare to say I could get Aramburu over these climbs. The day after, same story, although this one has a hilly classification instead of a mountainous one, probably because the TOURMALET is very far from the finish line. Day 10, flat stage. Day 11, flat stage. Day 12, flat stage. Day 13, not a flat stage. Hilly parkour once again, 2 decently sized mountains in the middle, but I think that if we can get over that first SCAD climb with Aramburu, then we should also be able to sprint for this one with him as well. Stage 14, flat stage. And at the end, we've got our first proper mountain stage and our last one of the day, to Verbier. This is not the craziest climb though. 9 kilometers at 7.3% average, not going above 9.6%, so a pretty steady climb as well. Anyway, let's get started with stage 8 first. Despite the favorites being Pogacar, Bernal, Lopez, and so forth, I do truly believe that I can get Aramburu to the finish line in the front group and we can sprint for it. Well, to be honest, they're not exactly making it pretty hard for Aramburu. He's +5 on the day, so 79 mountain. If he doesn't get over the climbs with that, I don't know what the problem is. At the front, I've got Peak pacing with Vetter because I do want to make this Port d'Avalira quite difficult, and hopefully some pure sprinters drop as a consequence. Here is the first victim of our brutal pace at the front. We have Morin dropping. We see that Sénéchal is having trouble together with Clément Rousseau. Wesley Creder now falling through the peloton. Not the riders I'm looking for though. I want Caleb Ewan right here to drop through. Here we go. A sprinter. Jordi Meus. We've got Merlier dropping. We also have Bauhaus now in trouble. Sheffield, but yeah, that's a teammate, so let's not celebrate that. I think those are the big... Caleb Ewan. Yes, indeed, it's happening. Caleb Ewan, Jacobsen, Groves. Ropero has found his way to the front of the peloton. A gap of 7 minutes 30 to Ewan. 9 minutes to Tim Merlier. We have even found a way to get Vetter back into the group, and we have a 6 minute 30 gap still on the likes of Ewan and Merlier, so that's always good. Intermediate sprint is coming up, so Aramburu is moving himself towards the front of this train, because he's going to be sprinting for it. Here we go, Aramburu goes. Nobody else seems to be competing, so I don't necessarily need to push that hard. There we go. Let's get back into the train formation. 11 kilometers to go, still 100 people in this group, but we are looking really good to fight for the stage with Aramburu. And hopefully we don't see a sign of Van Aert moving towards the front in the near future. Odin giving a lead out. Cataneo in second wheel. He's going to do the sprint for some reason. For Aramburu, I don't see Van Aert in the wheel, but he's not going to be that far, I'm expecting. Let's launch right now. And on paper, this looks to be a relatively easy victory. Am I going to risk it? Let's see. I am going to risk it. Can I stop this guy somehow? 0? Not on time. Damn it. If I did it a tiny bit earlier, then Cataneo would get the full bonus seconds, you know. But hey, Aramburu deserved a victory for trying to get over those climbs. That was it then. Number 2 for Alex Aramburu. Laporte also being in the group is quite impressive, to be honest. But then again, 100 people were. I was going to say no big difference for GC, but our bonus seconds launches up to the podium. Third on 106. Wait, what? We're in the polka dot jersey and second because we were pacing so much with our entire team at the top of climbs. That's genius. Meanwhile, Alex Aramburu having no trouble at all with green so far. Hopefully this roll keeps on going. Unlike last stage, this is recognized as a stage that could be won by the likes of an Aramburu or a Van Aert though, even though Bernal has a bigger chance than myself apparently. Oh my god, intermediate sprint, I forgot about it. I think we didn't win it, because Philipsen won it. Pretty damn clear. Damn, I missed out. It's only like 3 points, it's not the end of the world, but good that I noticed with like 400 meters to go. 4.5 kilometers to go. We have still Alaphilippe trying to get away, but we are looking good with Potter now doing the last bits of energy spended to try and catch Julien Alaphilippe right here. Let's see if we can move it up to 99 after this corner. There we go. Cataneo in second wheel. Aramburu perfectly for the sprint. I'm scared to look where Van Aert is hanging about. Let's see if we can get Cataneo to launch before this corner. There we go. I should have used my energy gels way earlier. Aramburu launches right now. I think that's too late. Van Aert on the left side. Van Aert's going to be winning today. Aramburu is going to be beating Bernal for the second spot. Let's be honest. Wout van Aert deserves a win, okay? We get our second spot, which is great. Cataneo safely in the group as well, which is also great. Sucks that Bernal gets some bonus seconds, though. Definitely considering he was already safely in the lead, so we gotta find a way to get him off that balcony up there. We're now in a 1-2-3 position when it comes to the polka dots, Cataneo, Podun, and Ropero. Of course, a great stage for the green jersey once again. Yes, Fanad gets some points, but we get some as well, mainly because we got a bit at that intermediate sprint that I saw last minute. Now time for 3 pure sprint stages. Wout van Aert still favored though, even though it's completely flat. Anyway, let's see if Aramburu can do it. Last 4 kilometers, we are going to up ourselves to 95 on Sheffield here. He's going to take the role that Boven normally takes. We've got Bennett in our wheel. Let's start the sprint with Sheffield right now. Vetter ready as well to launch it at roughly 2k to go. There we go. Aramburu perfectly in the wheel. We're spending... My God, Medalier! What the hell? Why did he do that? We're not... If he would have won, I would have been so angry. Bennett takes it. We are getting... We could have won if Medalier didn't do that. What was that? That's a full DQ. Come on. I gotta see the replay of this. He moves to the left after his train stops doing the... Come on. That's... Oh, that's harsh. He's not really deviating, but he just basically stops riding, brake checks me mid-sprint. That is a full disqualification because there's an obstruction rule in the UCI rulebook that does not allow this happening. Unfortunately, the in-game UCI is as bad as the real one, and he's still in the race. Aramburu with that 4th spot. Not really sure what I can say. Another sprint stage, another attempt with Aramburu. We are doing the preparations for the intermediate sprint with the wrong rider. Yes, Ropero, because Vetter was nowhere near the position he needed to... Come on, Van Hooker, really? We got blocked in like that? Van Gestel, come on! Everybody's blocking me! Everywhere! 2.5 kilometers to go, and Sheffield is blocking my entire bloody team. That is the perfect start to a sprint, of course. So I'll start my sprint with Vetter and hope that we can still pull through with Aramburu here, but our positioning is now pretty terrible. Let's launch right now. We have Medalier ahead of us. Ewan going for the line. We are actually passing people. Oh, Gaviria's gonna be winning. We'll finish like 5th, I think. Ah, yes. Welcome to Eolo, the only team that ruins their own sprint train. Let's take a look at the general points classification because that's what I'm curious in. We've got 100 points roughly on Bennett, 120 on Gaviria, Wout van Aert on like 140. So if we just keep on consistently gaining points, then this is already kind of secure. Last 3 kilometers are here. We have Vetter in a perfect position. Aramburu not. Come on. Will I have one sprint where it actually goes as planned? How is Aramburu supposed to move through this? I don't get it. Vetter's actually sprinting towards 2nd right now. Let's see if we can get past people with Aramburu in the last portion here. We're going to be sprinting for a top 5, perhaps? 6th, probably. What a abysmal sprint stage. Once again, the winner of this one was Wout van Aert. 1-2-3 for Belgium. We got 6th on the stage once again. Come on, we can do better. Anyway, enough with the flat stages for a bit. Let's take a look at the hill stage from Vittel to Colmar. To be honest, I think I can get Aramburu over these climbs, definitely with a good day. So let's see if that can happen. What did I say again? Definitely with a good day? Well, we have a +5 on the day, so this should be doable. We are 2/3 into the stage. We have the Col du Platzo Wassel on our plate as we speak, which is the biggest climb of today's stage. Alaphilippe setting something up with his entire team at the front, so let's make sure we can follow whatever this is. But for now, we are looking quite strong. Here we go. 1k to go. We've got Lutsenko attacking. That is, I think, in the breakaway. Yes, indeed. The leftovers are him and Guillaume Martin, who seems to be dropping just before the top. In roughly 1 kilometer, we start the last climb of the day. We just got Lutsenko as we are speaking. Ropero not looking too great, though. So it seems like we might have to consider using Podun as domestique today, which... honestly, I don't really mind, considering at some point we're going to have to do it, and this might be the moment to do it, because then we can get both Cataneo and Aramburu over this climb. It seems like we've got a large tempo by Madouin and Kroo Andersen. Let's try and follow. Alaphilippe now over the top of this climb. Bardet trying to close that down. We have Podun dropped. Damn it. That's a bit sad, but in the end, it was going to have to happen anyway at some point. And we've got a move with 10k to go. I think that's Michael Woods. I don't think I need to respond because others will. Hirschi now going together with Bardet. Van Aert will try and close that down. Then it's Dumoulin last time. So I'm going to try and benefit of the others for the next couple of kilometers. Worst case scenario, I'll put Cataneo on 85 in the last 5 or so. And there's another move. That's Van Seven on the white jersey, still ahead of Pogacar. Pogacar the one responding as he is 2nd in that classification. Let's up it to 80 on Cataneo and bring a lead out towards the 4 with him for Aramburu. Last 3 kilometers incoming. Energy shell for both is being used. That +5 should give Aramburu quite some energy. For not already spending energy at the moment, so that should benefit us. Let's see, 1k towards the last kilometer. Aramburu in the wheel of Cataneo. We will launch right now. We've got Fanad on the right side, Aramburu on the left side. I think we might have this. No, Fanad is going to take it. Fanad is going to take it. Yes, indeed. Wout Fanad is the winner of stage 13, but this time around, we were able to sprint for it. And in the last 2 stages, wow, we really couldn't. And despite Fanad gaining points, we are still very safe when it comes to the green jersey at the moment. Back to the flatness, we have a sprint stage, so let's try and do the same as we did in the last stage, minus the mountains. Last 3 kilometers, Vetter is launching right now, Boven in the wheel because I'm switching up the lines at the moment. There we go, Boven goes, and Aramburu spending too much energy. Oh, this is going to be a tough one to do well on because we are already out of energy right now, and we're getting past to the line. Bennett takes it, we're going to finish like, again 6th, or will be 7th? Probably 7th, or 8th if Turgi passes us. Nope, 7th. In the end, Bennett takes this one ahead of Nizzolo and Bonifacio. We have Vanat ahead of us, so he gains some more points on us, but it's actually mainly Sam Bennett that's getting closer with this stage when not even Vanat. Anyway, enough with all these flat stages for a bit. Let's dive into the mountains, the first one and the last one of today's episode. We're going to climb Verbier to hopefully stay on the podium of this Tour de France. I really do not like this run-in, mainly because this tempo is excruciating. Van der Poel pacing at the moment at the front. I'm just trying to keep up my tempo. Like, I want to prevent spending my energy before the actual climb starts, unlike the entire peloton apparently. Here we go, the climb is starting. 8 kilometers to go, let's do so on 80, and let's try and move through the peloton here, while Dani Martinez is doing the tempo, or actually attacking at the front. He is sitting on 15 GC, so it's kind of dangerous for me. But the earlier he does it, the better for us on paper. Aramburu will be the next person to help out, Podden will be our last man for Cataneo on today's stage. It definitely helps that the secondaries on Cataneo are extremely strong. Vanat, Higuita, Lopez, Vlasov all going for it. Let's move us back to 75. We don't want to spend too much either at the moment. I'm not overly scared of the riders that have attacked already. 2k to go. Aramburu giving his last soul for Cataneo right now. Let's up it towards 85, towards 90 with Cataneo himself in this final stretch. We have Wout Vanat about to win a mountain stage if this continues like this. Let's see if we can catch him with Cataneo. Let's go 90 towards the line. Come on, come on, come on. Where's Pogacar? Oh my god. Where is Pogacar? Right here. Is he getting blocked or something? He's done for. Let's sprint with Cataneo. Come on, come on, come on. Let's beat Van Aert. Come on, come on, come on. Please don't have a sprint left. Please don't have a sprint left. Cataneo comes around. No! Van Aert has energy. No! Oh, we're getting second. How? How are we the best GC rider? Aramburu is beating the likes of Pogacar and Bernal by quite a bit. I think the run-in for the climb is what did it. They spent so much energy. They even attacked Bernal and Pogacar a tiny bit before the climb started. That's what happens if you do that. You lose. We almost had our third stage win, but I think we have the yellow jersey with Wout van Aert. No, with Mattia Cataneo. We don't have Wout van Aert. Yes, we do. 25 seconds on Bernal. Conrad, of all people, on third with 42 seconds. Higuita in fourth. Pogacar once again losing time. This is not what I expected the outcome of GC to be when I started this episode. Definitely not after the rather disappointing flat sprints. I thought we were going to have a downer of an episode, but no way in hell that's happening because Mattia Cataneo is a monster. Wout van Aert has jumped from like 30th in GC to 2 minutes 06 behind on 9th position. Tadej Pogacar 14th on 3 minutes 33 of Cataneo. Oh my god. What a crazy turn in the books. I did not expect to start week 3 in the yellow jersey. We need to try and defend that on the mountain stages and in the time trial, but the time trial should on paper really benefit us. Let's take a look quickly at the parkour that's left in this Grand Tour for next episode. Grand Saint-Bernard, we have Petit Saint-Bernard, we have the 17th stage being the Côte d'Rome Colombière Duo. Day 18, time trial, 40 kilometers. Day 19, we've got a hill stage with one hill at the end, so Aramburu time is my guess personally. Day 20, Mont Ventoux. This will be the hardest, I think, of everything that is left. Obviously, I don't have to tell you that Paris-Champs-Élysées is the final stage in this Grand Tour, but hey, I'm extremely hyped to see if we can defend this yellow jersey in the third week of the Tour de France 2023. If you liked today's episode, then tap that like button. Otherwise, tell me about it in the comments section. I'll better it for the next one. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.